we are also seeing every product, almost every important product, become a strategic product. 5G, semiconductors, artificial intelligence, even pharmaceuticals, APIs that you mentioned. In such a world, where is the space for, and I'm not just talking about India, globally, where is the space for commerce when everything is strategic?
So it's a very, very tough question, and I don't think so we have full visibility of how things will evolve. But I think in COVID crisis, what India did was truly remarkable. We not only produced vaccine for us, we also produced it for those countries who didn't have that capability. We took care of our people, but we also took care of the world. That kind of thing where we can be a very, very reliable supplier, one which is not going to take you for a ride, one which will create win-win situation for both of you, both of us. I think that will be the way forward. Today, the pager thing by Israel has shown how vulnerable we are if we import electronics. Now, will every small country be in a position to make those electronics? Answer is no. Maybe India can provide the testing facility provided we develop that capability, or we become a reliable supplier of those equipments, saying that you can trust India, we will not take you for a ride. What can we do? Either a credible testing agency or a credible supplier.
Interesting, yeah. But I just see that, actually I see strategic industries being part of a deglobalization where you don't want to share your technologies, and it's still an emerging story. You will also track it. We will also track it.
So, for example, can India go ahead and say that when you're buying my software, we guarantee you that it will not be weaponized for you, weaponized against you.
That's right.
And we are happy to involve you at construction stage, testing stage, or post-delivery checking stage to give you that assurance that this will not be weaponized against you. Now, obviously, our statements are not going to give confidence to people. Our conduct is going to give confidence. But if we can build that brand, you can imagine what premium that brand will get. Today, whether you buy a Titan watch or a Swiss watch, both will show the same time. But we pay huge premium for that Swiss brand because of the brand and quality and everything associated with it. We need to create a brand India which is Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, which is reliable supplier, which does not weaponize that supply against you, and hence we become your strategic partner.
Yeah, for the win-win that you mentioned is
Absolutely.
good, because for China, win-win means China wins twice.
You give everything to me, I won't give anything. Or even for that matter, can we enter into oil for wheat or oil for food grain kind of relationship? We will be importer of energy. And there are so many oil producing nations which requires food security. I mean, if there is a, पुराने ज़माने में वो राजाओं के बीच में शादी ब्याह का रिश्ता चलता था. चलो अब शादी ब्याह का ज़माना तो गया. But can we enter into oil for food or those kind of interdependency? As long as there is interdependency, strategic equilibrium will be maintained.
So on China, there is this talk about corporate refugees exiting China, but not coming to India, going to Vietnam or Thailand. Do you see this changing? Is India getting... See, one thing is India wanting something the way you are articulating. And the other is India ready? Are companies happy to come to India? So these corporate refugees, Apple is here, for instance. But the kind of flood that should have happened, given that China has turned rogue, is not happening. And even the companies are sort of not very certain whether they want to come all in.
So How do we attract companies? One, I have a large domestic market which is likely to become third largest in the world. Have we leveraged that? Answer is no. The day I say that if you manufacture in India and export out of India, you get preferential access to Indian market, a lot of people will come. Number two, we have not even marketed ourselves. For example, every time I meet a global investor, I present them a picture of how Maruti Suzuki share price has delivered better return than Toyota, Honda, Nissan and Suzuki ex Maruti combined put together. And they are not aware about it. They don't know that Maruti sells more automobiles than Suzuki worldwide. Now, unless until we go and market our success stories, how will people come? The third thing is, when we talk about Abhimanyu, we don't differentiate between Indian entrepreneur or global entrepreneur. While at the federal level, there is a red carpet for China plus one companies, at the local level, we still have a long distance to cover. I think in Telangana, they introduced permitted, if not prohibited, kind of law. If you don't hear from government within certain specific days, then you assume you have been given approval. Now, those are the kind of steps India has to take to attract global investors, global companies, China plus one over here. And this all best can be illustrated when we can go and showcase a success story. Infosys success story aspired so many IT services company. A success of initial unicorns like Flipkart aspired so many entrepreneurs. We need one success story on China plus one, which is what Apple is, to incentivize, to kind of push other people to come in.
It's been over 2-3 years now. How long do you think we can continue to wait? We may just lose this opportunity, as we have lost several in the past.
Sam Dam Dand Bhed. We have to use all the four techniques. To get China plus one into India, buy, borrow or steal. We'll have to leverage access to our domestic market to push people to come to India. We'll have to improve ease of doing business to ensure that people who come here are having pleasant experience. And most importantly, we'll have to go out and market that, look, when you come to India, your subsidiary company will become bigger than your parent one day.
And in the process of inviting foreign companies and foreign capital, we eased business for our Indian capitals as well. Because
Absolutely.
Frankly, the bureaucrat sitting out there doesn't care what the color of the money is. His job is only to put hurdles.
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.